Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie. We are live once again with massively overpowered OPTV, and this is my crib. Sort of. It's a work in progress. Anybody? Yeah, it's this is Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis version 2. It has been in a very, very, very long time since I've been in this game. And I just realized my character's feet, like when I when I tilt the control stick just a certain way, my character does the Scooby-Doo run. Like they're kind of like moving their feet way more than their actual bodies move. That's interesting. Anyway, sorry about that. PSO2's cribs, yes, levitating balcony. You know, this is how we do. I was messing around earlier to just be sure I have my controls situated. But yes, this is the Creative Spaces feature that they added when they made their big June update. This is like the huge, giant tentpole feature. This game's always had like a little housing feature to it, but it's like a little personal apartment or a personal room. Nothing nearly as much as this. Like, this is very, very, very reminiscent of like the floating islands that you had in Wildstar, for example, or maybe even a little bit like the housing feature that they added in Rift. Maybe not quite as robust as those two are, but still quite a bit. And yeah, I finally have my hands on this thing. Now, if you'll remember, the week before this update went live, I was very kindly given a guided tour by the developers at Sega to kind of like show what this thing was capable of in terms of the stuff you could put down, like the buildings, the features of like messing around with all the building items, as well as the trigger items or the play items that can like basically be used to like engage switches or tick off events or in some cases like kind of unleash like a huge amount of different creative mazes or race courses or things like that. It's actually pretty interesting. It also feels like it's pretty daunting, to be honest with you. And having gone through the tutorial portion of the Creative Spaces feature personally, I can regrettably confirm that the tutorial, at least as I experienced it, didn't actually go through that. It didn't actually go through how those worked, which is kind of weird. Unless there's something I'm missing, which is entirely possible. But anyway, I thought today I'd take a little time, kind of show this off, try to mess around. This is my first time getting my own personal fingers into the whole system. So, you know, I'm looking forward to trying it out. But anyway, let's take a quick look at just how much space there is. Like, this is a not insignificant amount of land that you can build on, which is really, really impressive. Genuinely, I am incredibly impressed with how much space. And there's no like, I mean, I believe there's like some space restrictions as to how much you can put in, but as far as like the number of things you can put in there, there is no like hard number limit like there is for like example there's a number of maximum furnishings you could put down in a Final Fantasy XIV house, for example. That doesn't exist. So, as I was told by one of the Sega devs when I was first previewing this whole thing, like, one of the people who were able to get in there and test it and mess around with it was just able to put down, like, nothing but trees on this entire island, and it was perfectly fine. And the fact that this is a thing that's possible in this game's engine is actually sort of remarkable. And let me show you what this is all about. So, the first things first, and I'm actually was like destroying the starter house that everybody gets off with, but you can actually like take this apart. You're not beholden to have this whole thing, which is why there's pieces floating in midair, because I was in the process of demolishing But anyway, so that's the actual area itself. It's accessible through like a Ryuker device or a teleporter. Like for example, the ones at the Arc Space, or I believe any Ryuker device on the game's world anywhere. Just can travel to your creative space, and you get one immediately for free. But I believe you can also like purchase or rent additional ones too. So that's a thing that you can do if you really want to. So a lot of potential out here. But as far as the actual pieces themselves, you are given, and actually let me go ahead and show that off. So from the outset, you are given a bunch of items to start off with, right? Kind of basic, but you know what? It gets you on the ground floor. You got some outdoor items, you got some containers, you have some wall and floor pieces and stair pieces. A couple of little basic furnishings, you know, just some stuff, as well as a couple of couple of extra items. I believe these are the so, and you also have some basic clean shapes too, because anything can be painted as well. Endless stair pyramid, go! Yes. So you're not completely restricted to these preset pieces. You do have some of these basic shapes if you want to kind of use them or fill them out. But the primary way to get some of these extra gubbins is by purchasing the build parts either with what's referred to as Genesis points or with Star Gems. Now, Genesis points are exclusively earned from playing the game, and one way to do that is you go to your creative space, you go to this little tree here, and let me get out of edit mode. Okay, well, I've already earned the points for today, but every day you can go to the tree and pluck some more Genesis points. And that tree kind of resets. You're only allowed one tree in your one house, but yeah, that's one way you do it. Another way you do it is you just, as a reward for playing the game. And then, of course, you have items for the Star Gems. Now, naturally, obviously, this is going to be monetized. It's a cosmetic item. Of course they're going to monetize it. This is not surprising. But that said, for the initial offerings that are on hand, the pricing for them on Star Gems isn't really bad, actually. I was expecting them to be pretty eye-watering, but they're not. And the best thing about this is, and I'll show that when I purchase another item with the GP. Actually, I'll confirm that now. Actually, hang on a second. You know what? I have Star Gems sitting in my inventory, and I'm not using them, so I might as well just... Let's see. What should I purchase? Let's see. I got a fountain. I got plants. You know what? I'll purchase the sofa. Sure. So I believe. So when you get the item in your inventory, let's see. You should be able to just use it as many times as you want to, right? So you just kind of I could plop down endless sofas if I really felt like it. So many sofas! So yeah, even though it can be monetized, and again, you can also earn Star Gems just for playing the game as well. There's a way to earn them without having to buy the currency. But the fact that you can it feels generally kind of fair. Of course, whether that changes or what kind of costs will be associated with other stuff that gets added as development goes on, that remains to be seen. The devs did mention that they are going to offer other unique cosmetic portions for the creative space, like the terrain, like customizable or different terrain, different skyboxes, things like that. they'll be kind of like, so there's, but honestly, I don't, right now anyway, it doesn't feel too bad, and even at the base parts, like, it's not, it doesn't feel like you can, you can't make something really interesting, and players have already been making some neat stuff too, by the way, like the PSO2 subreddit has some really interesting things that are out there. So it is all menu based, which is a little wonky, especially when I'm playing on a controller, but it's not insurmountably so. Like, it feels okay. And also, by the way, like, this can be done out of the grid mode, like, so there's like so you can turn the grid on and off, you can snap to grid or not at all, so there is a little more customization there. Whether things will interfere with installed parts, that's pretty neat. So there's some options. But anyway, that's like the actual placement, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and, while I'm at it, I might as well complete the demolition that I was working on. So you have to like have like an item in your hand before you can delete stuff, which is a little funky, but you know what? That's fine. I have dealt with far weirder housing creation systems. Hello, Final Fantasy 14, looking at you. Hecking weird. The things you need to do in order to make stuff work sometimes in that game is just ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, you start off with this whole thing, but you don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's fine, but it's not remarkable. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna have my own open world. And actually, this is a good point where I could probably just use my flying. Which is another thing, like, I immediately was delighted when I saw that they were going to allow you to fly around. I hate building things in 3D space where you're stuck to the ground. Like in Valheim. Building things in Valheim is agonizing. Like, genuinely. Because your feet are on the ground, you don't have any flying, you don't have any movement. It's just the worst. It's the pits. So they've thought of a lot of different things. Okay, so anyway, that's the whole. That's the placement and adding and moving things. And then there's also, on top of that, you can change the terrain. So, like, your terrain can be heightened and lowered. You can sort of, like, kind of... You can also level it, too. So, you know, if you mess up things, you can level it down. And then there's like the so it's a little imprecise, I will admit. Like, it's kind of, it takes up like a huge, unless there's something I can do to like modify the shape. I don't know that there is. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so you like hold down on the controller left trigger, and then you like arrow up and down in order to change the size of it. Okay. So there is some fine control. Oh. Hang on a second, I think the game is crashing. Oh no. Oh no! No! Oh no! Alright, well, we're gonna have to start off from the... it's fine. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Give me a minute here. There we go. All right. So like I said, this is genuinely the first time I have had personal hands-on experience with this building thing. So this is going to be kind of experimental, right? I'm not really... I genuinely don't have an immediate focus. I'm going to try to see if I can make some things happen, but by and large, this is going to be very, very loosey-goosey. Oh, and by the way, this is the person who gives you through the tutorials of the creative space. And additionally, you can use your Genesis points to get some materials and some other stuff if you really want to. So, even if you are not even the least bit interested in creating your own little island, like, the Genesis points still have an outside use, which is pretty smart, I have to say. Like, I kind of like that. That's pretty forward thinking. Like, it's understood and appreciated that this is not to everybody's tastes. This isn't something that everybody wants to get into, so that's pretty nice. I like that. Alright. Okay, so anyway, as I was messing around here, so there's a little fine control. You can kind of make some things like a little bit kind of some slight natural thing. Let me see. Doing it with the mouse is yeah, the mouse is certainly a lot more precise in this regard. So there's some like natural formations you can make. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right. My character is dashing an awful lot because they're just so happy to be here, I guess. I'm like, you know, I'm hitting... Okay, chill out. Whoa, hey, easy now. My character is very, very excited to be here, obviously. Alright, nice, okay. That's not bad, I have to say. Like it's kind of... Again, this is one of those things that's sort of remarkable and impressive that this is a thing that can even be done with this game engine. I genuinely am shocked that they made this happen. Seriously, it is impressive. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and level the terrain out. There we go. Kind of reset here. Alright. Get leveled! Get leveled! Up! Alright, anyway, let's see. What should I do here? Oh, you know what? I should... Oh, I forgot. I should show off the scaling thing. Okay, so all these items you can just place whenever or wherever you want for the most part, right? But in addition to that, you can also... Whoop. Oh no, my mic arm. Ah! Hang on a second. Give me a minute. There we go. Sorry. Oop, hang on a second. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, my boom arm. The boom arm that holds my mic up got sleepy. Anyway, so obviously you can place stuff. But you can also scale things too. Let me just see if I can figure out how to go about doing that. I think you have to place the item first. And then, let's see. Settings, hang on a minute. There is a way to scale things up and around. Hang on a minute here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so there's like a way to make them... You can actually have like a wall that looks solid but isn't. Whereas if I were to change that, it's suddenly solid again. And that's something you can do with the triggers too. Anyway, I have to like figure out how to change the scale. There is a way to do that. Let me see here. I think... No, it's not that. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. Damn, there is a way to do this, and I'm not finding it. Give me a second here. I am not sure why this isn't working. Give me a minute. There is a way to do this. It is a little bit weird, I have to admit. Oh, there we go. Okay, so when you have the item in your hand, you hold down on control the left trigger, and that allows you to do rotations, scale it around. So there's some scaling, and then like you can kind of like, and like you can do individual. So like, so obviously rotation is pretty straightforward, though you can also swap it around to do this stuff. So there's some spinning around possible. And then on scale, you can either just make things bigger or larger, or individually. Well, at least not for the wall anyway, but... Let's see here. That's not working? Why isn't this working? There we go. Okay. So for walls anyway, you can like make them wider or thinner. But as far as taller... Oh, here we go. Alright, it is working. Okay, that's look at that little tiny boy now. So now it's a little tiny or like super tall. Okay. Alright. So let's fly and actually see what's happening here. Here we go. It is a little weird when you're doing it while flying because like it kind of like orients to where your camera is looking. So that's a little odd. It looks like, can I get any bigger than this? No, this looks like this is a maximum size it could possibly be. Okay. So there's a little bit of limitation. But then again, I could, like, for example, place that and then like, do the same thing, right? So let's see. It was that part. It actually kind of... Oh, that's cool. It actually remembered the size and the shape that I had previously. That's nice. That's very handy. So, boop. And then I could like kind of like rotate it around. So let's rotate it that way. Kind of lift myself up so we can kind of like get a better idea of where this is going. Maybe use the mouse to sort of make things a little more direct. And all right. Well, no, nope. That's not even a little bit right. Oops. Okay, let's delete that. Still a little finicky, I will admit. It's still a little bit fussy, particularly since it's still kind of like set to like a grid orientation. Okay, I think the fact that it's highlighted kind of tells me that we're a little more... There we go. Okay. Alright. It's also very handy that it snaps too. That's pretty good. What ship am I on? I am on the second ship, which I think is I believe that's the name of the second ship. Ship number 2. So yeah, that's Fizzy Kaminsky. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Fizzy Kaminsky. Thank you so very much for that follow, my friend. Welcome. Good to have you. Thank you very much for that support. I hope you come back for some more streams and enjoy your stay here today. It's interesting. It's kind of like it does snap too, but it doesn't like apply perfectly because I'm set to grid, right? Which is fine. It actually kind of like gives you like a sort of, it gives you a way to follow along and kind of keep things generally level, which is nice. It makes things slightly foolproof. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I have like 1/8 of placed item space left. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is a lot of room. Like a lot of room. It's kind of cool. It's really cool. And you just took a break from UCS. Oh, perfect. I hope you're enjoying it. And look, I hope you come up with something really, really cool. So I could just kind of like do this then, right? I could like kind of, oop, and then go like, I should probably like rotate it. There we go. So that way it's there and there. Hey, neat. Okay, I like it. This is like it's a surprisingly versatile, genuine. I can check it. Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely would like to check it out. I'm gonna mess around a little bit longer with my own creative space, but I would absolutely love to see yours for sure. Like I said earlier, this is the first time I've personally been able to like get into this system, so I am all about trying first, and then I will absolutely love to see what you put together. Absolutely. Ooh, that's way that is, oh no, that's off center, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just, you know, I'll delete it. I'll delete it all. Literally my Dragon Ball Z abridged Cell moment. And now that one's green. Are you watching, Yoshi P? Now look, this is like, it's hard to like compare. I drew the comparison to Wild Stars housing earlier, but only because that's like the nearest analog to something similar to, and that's the point. Is it's similar. It's doing its own thing within the constraints of its own funky little like engine and system, and it's remarkable. It's truly impressive. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? What can we do with the foundational parts? Okay, so we have already immediately got things rotated weirdly. Nope. Okay, so there's that, and then let's see about... Okay, so that can be like kind of thinner. That's about as... Alright, no, they can actually get really thin. Okay. These can get really, really thin. So, like, even though it starts off as a foundation, like, I could feasibly just use this as a wall. I mean, it's a floating wall right now because I'm flying in the air, but there we go. Let's actually get that on the ground, shall we? See, that like works. That could work as a wall if you really wanted to, and then, of course, you could always change its color. So like, and then it looks like, oh, hey, neat. So the color only applies to the side that you're looking at. Ah, neat. There's actually a pretty robust palette, I have to say. Like, this is, we got to do the pink, obviously. Naturally, we have to make it pink. Of course, we have to make it pink. And color 2. What does color 2 change? Oh, so that's the whole... Alright. Okay, so color 2 changes. Okay, okay, so that color applied to. Let me just make sure. Hang on a second. So color 1 applied to both sides of the wall, I assume. Let's well, maybe not. Let me back out and move this guy. Let's give it a rotate. Let's give it a rotate. And oh yeah, it did change the whoa. So does that change the? So can I change this individual color then? No, I guess not. Okay, so okay, so color 2 does change like the interior / center of it. Okay, all right. So color 1 is like the exterior in this case, and color 2 would be like the inside portion. Okay, all right. So there's still some individualization. All right, okay. Not bad at all. I like it. Okay, all right. I like that. There we go. Okay. Had to remove the extra wall there. All right. Let's stop flying. You know what? Let's check this. Let's check our viewers' house out. All right. Hang on a second. Okay. So space search. Let's see. 089965429952. Do I have to put in the spaces? There we go. Fizzy's Cafe or Castle. I'm sorry. Cafe. I would go to Fizzy's Cafe, but I am going to Fizzy's Castle, is what I meant to say. Alright, let's see what's up.
Cafe's next to the gift shop.
The cafe is next to the gift shop. Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay, look at it. And this is just made with like the basic stuff, I think, right? Hey, look at that! All the Rappy topiaries. Of course, you have to have the Rappy topiary, naturally. Oh, this is lovely. Genuinely, wow. Like, and this is, I recognize these as primarily or almost exclusively just the base parts that you're given or otherwise have access to with the GP. Like, this is not like. I don't want to say unremarkable, but the pieces are what you're given from the off.
These are your basic Lego sets.
This is your basic Lego set, and basic Lego can come up with some incredible stuff, obviously. All right, let's see what's inside this whole thing here. I assume there's an interior to this. I mean, there are stairs leading in, so I gotta presume. Open, please. Oh, neat. Oh, I see a plan starting here. Okay. How long did this take you, Fizzy? Honestly, like, I'm curious how long this has taken you already. Like, this is the second floor. Got a nice little outdoor balcony area. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And then... Oh, I didn't mean to close the door. Wow, look at this! This is... Oh, okay. Big old room. Big old hacking room. I dig on it. Go ahead and close the door because I am cultured individual, obviously. Hey, all right, I like it. I think I see some. I think I recognize a couple of star gem items, which is lovely. These are really, really nice. This is great. Ah, I love this. This is a wonderful start. Genuinely a wonderful start. I can see like the experimentation and some of the creativity and like just kind of seeing what's possible, and I dig on this. That's cool. That's really, really good. I genuinely like the whole fact that like there's like a balcony with like and you can shrink these down too. So like if the heights kind of like bothered you, like this can be shrunk down. This can all be scaled and changed and adjusted. So what starts off as like a window with a wall could always be like shrunk down into something a little more distinct and intimate. Like that's cool. This is great. Hey, Dan West, how are you? Dan West King, beg your pardon. I apologize, Your Majesty. Good to have you, friend. Thank you very much for stopping in. Hello. What is up? We are checking out somebody's viewer's house right now. Oh, and it's got a little sky bridge? Oh, that's cool. That's great. Here for the grade A content. Hey, I appreciate you, King. You dropped this crown. You dropped this crown. Alright, let's continue upwards. Because this is the spiral staircase. You need. I feel like you always have to have a spiral staircase when you got like a big old tower, right? I like it. This is really, really neat. Oh. Character kind of like just This is very cool, Fizzy. Like I said, I can sort of see where your head is at on this whole thing. This is really, really neat. All right. To that point, actually, let's go ahead and show off. Let's go ahead and visit one of the existing creative spaces, right? Or the ones that were So there's like a featured section and official section too. This No Man's Sky update looks great. Hey Raven, good to see you, Raven Dweer. Welcome, welcome. Alright. I need to check out this Oceanic Villa, right? Let's see what this is all about. Gotta see it. What is Whoa. Oh, look at this. They actually like, put like little messages down. Welcome and enjoy your stay. Feel free to leave any thoughts, comments, or ideas. Hidden some stuff. There's a basement. And lastly, friends plus proper entrance. Okay. Oh, they actually like started like with like the base. It looks like they started with the base house and then built on top of it. That's cool. That's really cool. Look at this place. This is very sparkling. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing wonderful, Raven Dwyer. I hope you're doing okay as well, my friend. It is good to see you. Decision to make episode 4 of Phantasy Star Online to a reality. I actually have not played the original PSO or Phantasy Star games, so all of this is totally new to me. I have never been exposed to any of the original Phantasy Star RPGs, so you know what do we got here. You dig to find the Emperor Abbey Rock. Alright, so this guy did say that there was a basement. Where is the basement? Ah, down here. Oh, there we go. Alright, there's the little basement. There's a bunch of crabs. I can take the crab. Hang on a second. I am taking... This is just endless crabs. Can I just... Is that... Alright. Okay, that's... What am I building? Nothing building anything right now. Oh gosh, these all exploded. Right. Okay, I hope they regenerate. The fact that the basement is like a ceiling door is kind of weird. I've had endless crab and red lobster. I have not had crab in literally years. It has been a very long time since I've had some tasty crab. I have super fond memories of playing episode 1 and 2 on GameCube. Ah, okay, right. Excellent. Okay. RNGesus take the wheel. Bleptown? Alright, we gotta visit Bleptown. Hang on a second. Need to see Bleptown. Oh, they've got a zoomy pad. Oh, wow! That boost pad really does some number on you. Woo, baby. You know what? Let's do it the real way. Whee! Oh, this music, though. Oh, this music is funky. Oof. Alright. Again, we're starting to see like some initial steps here, it looks like. I dig on the pool area. Yes. What ship am I on? I'm on ship 2. That's the ship that I'm on personally. Come for the housing, stay for the funk music. Right? Seriously. This is a bop, dude. I can't pluck this tree, can I? Yes, I can. Oh. I didn't know I could just pluck the Genesis points from trees of other people. Get my own GP? That's wonderful. Alright, what's over here? I gotta see, is this a diving board? Is this person making like a diving board or something? Dude, this music is Persona 5-ish right now. You hearing this? Dude, y'all hearing this groove? This is lovely. This is like a personal... This is like the personal house, or maybe it's like one of them, because this is like, they call it Bleptown, so presumably there will be more than these two buildings. I think that's what's going on, actually. These are like the main roads, and you like kind of zip around in order to like get to the different buildings. Yeah, that's probably what's going down here. Oh, neat. I really appreciate that they like individually colored these floor tiles. I wonder if this is the nightclub, right? Maybe this is the nightclub. This is where you'd come to dance. I don't want to leave because the song is a banger, but I kind of, you know what? Let's hang out a little bit longer. Whoa! I just noticed that. That's a thing. It's Kirby / Iron Mouse with a thumbs up. That's all right. That's a thing. Is there an explanation? Hang on a second. Kirby can create a shield to freeze enemies. He can then knock away the frozen blocks. Or Kaibi. I'm sorry, not Kirby. Kaibi. What does this person say? Hey, I did this Kaibi because I was crying. Oh wow. All right. Okay then. I was not ready for the personal reveal there. That's okay then. So, we'll all look at Kaibi and move on to the next featured creative space.
It's the void personified.
It really is. Midnight's pleasant abode. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Ooh. I really like the extra bits that they have here. These little base parts, that's cool. Oh, there's a bug. Hang on a second. Attention all arcs, we've confirmed a bug where when there are network delays, the NPC arc's message is sometimes not played when entering the creative space the first time. Oh, alright, this is the same thing that they talked about before. It's like working on a fix for that bug. Okay, got it. Welcome to Mistress Melanie's home. And this is, again, these trigger events I was talking about. Like, these are, like, characters that are placed down and then, like, you access them. I'm just visiting from Remnant.
Oh.
I like this. I genuinely... Seeing this sort of, like, bay window kind of arrangement, that makes me think, I really hope that they come up with, like, some, like, curved pieces here soon. Like, some, like, smooth curved pieces. Because right now, things are very much, like, hard right angles or hard angles. There's no, like, curved, truly curved pieces. I hope that changes soon. Another banger, by the way. Am I visiting spaces? I am right now, yes. I'm just kind of like wandering around, checking out the featured spaces. What a screenshot. Honestly, I'm just kind of like bouncing around right now. I should try to make my own here. So, whoa. Whoa. And they're like... Interesting. They like have like... more water that's closer. Wow. Oop. What is up here? I'm sorry, curious here. Apologies. Wow, this is lovely. Look at that. People just kind of swim. That's great. That is really, really good. This is a lovely pool, I have to say. And a bar area, too? That's cool. That is extremely good. This is like a whole hecking resort out here. This person has created like a little destination, man. That's great. This is really, really lovely. And I feel like... Oh, whoa. Yeah, I think like these little sections are like something else entirely. Like they kind of repurposed a few other things to sort of like create the... Oh, hi guys. Good to see you, Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Doc. How you doing? Wow, look at this. This is actually like... This is pretty much exactly like the shops that they have at the capital city. Okay. Alright, let's check out one of the official spaces. Hang on a second. Let's go to this guy. Oh yeah, this is the one that I was shown when I was being toured by the developers of Sega. This is so they had like a few example buildings, and you can actually like go to this place and like download the... You can like download this design. If you like the way this looks, like you can download this design and save it and place it in your own space. That's something you could do with your own stuff too. Like you can like put down that terminal and like highlight what other areas get like downloaded and have people like and share it along. So anyway, so yeah, this is a thing that they that is possible with the creative spaces, like the play items that are in the game. I don't know that this this loop works. Let's nope, definitely not. We are not Sonic the Hedgehog or Tails or Knuckles. But like again, this is stuff that's like, these are things that you can do with this whole thing. Obviously these are really unique to the Sonic event that they're having, but some of the possibilities. Alright, let's check this number out here. Hang on a second. Okay. Okay, so that is 089975. Oh yeah, I visited your castle. Yes. Yeah, I went to your castle already. It's really lovely. It's a good start. I dig on where you're going with it. Like it's a nice beginning. Oh heck, it's fine. All right, let's go back to my creative space. Just to sort of muck around a little bit longer, but I am genuinely impressed with what is possible with this thing. It seems like it's a lot of work, and like, but there's also so much potential too. Like it's genuinely impressive. I'm going ahead and scale this guy up. Let's see here. Wide tree. Extra wide tree. Yes. All right, let me change that. That's the wide tree is very weird. You can make it wide and tall. This is an extremely tall tree. Wow. This tree is, it's a lot of tree. It's also very flat. It's actually kind of funny how warped you can make it. That's interesting. All right, let me fatten the tree up a little bit, and let me go ahead and shrink it down a bit too. Oh wow, you can like kind of make it flat. That's interesting. So like, oh, that's so wow. This is highly modifiable. I don't know what you would do with this, but it's possible. It's a thing you can do, and again, you can rotate this. So like, let me get to the rotate, and oh, so now like, you've got like this sort of. This could be like a wall decoration. Like you could like repurpose a tree, and suddenly, this is like a bunch of vines. Like I could like actually, let's see if this works. Hang on a minute. Let's mess around for a second. Hey, let's mess around for a minute. Oh, did that not? Did that not? Oh, whoops! I changed the. There we go. That's fine. All right, so now if I widen this wall and then make it. And let me. Okay, that's about as wide as it gets. So let me see if I can make it taller. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now if I put this down, and maybe I should like kind of like change the snap to grid to maybe half block. So like I can kind of like fine tune it and place it right about here. What did I have here? I had move here, that's right. There we go, okay. And now suddenly we have a wall with vines. It's not perfect, but it's a start, right? That's so like you can kind of like get a little creative with it, right? I should probably widen this out actually. Hang on a second. Let me widen this a bit. Let's see. Let's see if I can widen it a little bit and place it right here. Okay, yeah. So there's some stuff you can do. Like you can, oh, I bet you, what if I spun this around? Hang on a second. What if I spun... Let me see. Hang on a minute. I gotta isolate the the tree. You gotta select the tree only. Hang on a second. Can I not select the tree? Wait a minute. Let me select the tree, please. Why can't I select this tree then? Hang on a minute. Oh wait, maybe I need to... Let me see if I can move this guy. Let's move this guy over here, and I had... Oh, I had to, like... Oh, I couldn't, like, click the leaves. I had to, like, click the trunk. Okay, got it. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and... place that back here. Like... And then click on the trunk. And let's rotate this a little bit. Oh, goodness. Let's rotate this a little bit. All right. Maybe kind of like this way. And then move this guy over. All right, yeah, okay, that kind of works. The fact that it's like wobbling around is a little weird, but that's okay. But there we go. We have the very, very opening, starting portions of a wall with some vines on it. It's not perfect. It could use some finagling, but yeah. That's so neat. So that sort of like illustrates the point of like kind of using pieces. I don't want to necessarily say as they're unintended to be used, but like you also get the sense that like obviously this is a tree that's smooshed and turned sideways, so it's not how it's normally usually placed, but the potential is there. This is a thing that you can do, and that's really, really, really cool. I love it. Gosh, I'm gonna have to mess around with this some more, honestly. Probably off camera though. But like, genuinely, the things that are possible in this space do seem really, really cool, and I cannot wait until like players get a handle on things and sort of like figure out little tricks and ways to repurpose existing items and mess with them and change them around to suit their needs and come up with some truly creative stuff. I look forward to that. Watching this, being able to see this from the very jump, especially, that's super exciting. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's stream, but we hope you'll tune in for more streams through the rest of this week. Later on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, MJ is going to be live with some Adventure Quest 3D. Saturday, June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, MJ is back again with another Sandbox Saturday stream. And then on Sunday, June 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be live with some Final Fantasy XIV. We hope you'll tune in for all of those. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. And as always, thank you incredibly much for everyone for all the support you provide to Massively Overpowered. Whether you are watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we had to write on the website, or if you're doing incredibly generous things like donating bits to the channel, subscribing to the channel, whitelisting the ads on the site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters. No matter what you do, top to bottom, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP going. We hope to see you later tonight for some AQ3D. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Bye!